The Ansteorran College of Heralds is the overarching administrative organization within the Kingdom of Ansteorra that is responsible for providing names and device research and registration, awards tracking, and ceremonial protocols for the Kingdom of Ansteorra. The college's membership can vary from as few as 45 to 50 members to over 100. Currently, the college's primary form of communication and information is through its own website, and the websites and social media pages of the SCA Heraldic community. The Kingdom College of Heralds website is the primary place for heraldic officers and volunteers to find kingdom-specific documents, report forms, points of contact, and links to other important information. Due to its function as a central point for information in the college, it is vital that the website be maintained in as timely a manner as possible. This includes repairing possible broken links, updating important statements, maintaining the library of documents, and assuring that the online reporting forms work properly. The Office of Obelisk Herald is the Kingdom-level deputy officer tasked with maintenance and updates of the college's website. Obelisk is a direct deputy to Star Principal Herald. More complex changes to the website or major alterations are delegated by the Office of Star Principal Herald and do not automatically fall to the responsibility of Obelisk Herald. The requirements to apply for this office are the following. You must be a current member of the SCA and be able to provide your membership number on the application. You must have access to email and be able to log into and check your Kingdom-provided officer email regularly. You must have regular internet access and be able to log into the administrator's console for the College of Heralds WordPress website. Obelisk Herald, like most warranted officer positions, is considered to be a 2-year term of office, though applicants can step out early if necessary, or if planned for in advance.
You are in charge of maintenance and updates to all of the College of Heralds web pages in Ansteorra, also those of the College of Scribes. This would include maintaining an update for contacts, for reporting, for the submissions page, for the precedence page in conjunction with Zodiacus Herald, keeping the most current resources, links for education, forms and publications, sumptuary law, kingdom graphics, and archives, and also a list of warranted officers. As far as the College of Scribes goes, the maintenance and upgrades that you would probably need to do most often is to make sure that the contacts are still current monthly, that education and galleries are linked and linked correctly to those people's galleries that we have releases for, helping maintain the charter library with pictures of the blank charters that we have and also the examples of painted charters that we have, updates to links to new documents as we get them for resources and research. And you would work with the Insignia Deputy and the Sable Scroll to make sure that the charter and insignia needs on their front page are maintained every week and that that information is correct as we go forward. Obelisk does need to take the Herald's warranting class. They need to understand the basics of what the Ansteorran College of Herald does. And the warranting class is going to help fill those out. It is a requirement that every heraldic officer have taken and passed the warranting exam. So Obelisk really will not deal much with traditional heraldic work. Specifically meaning, is Obelisk going to sit at a consult table and consult a submitter through that process and submit their paperwork? No. But what Obelisk is going to do is deal with the graphics portion of heraldry and put those images and sometimes those blazons in the website itself. And so some sort of knowledge needs to be had that says, oh, this is a gold field with a black star, and I can translate that because I have some basic heraldic knowledge as, or a mullet sable, just to break it down very simply. So no, traditionally, are they going to get out there and do site heraldry and list heraldry and court heraldry? No. Are they going to do precedents? No. But it will be on their website. It will be there front facing the world. So they do need to have a basic knowledge, and something that is glaringly wrong and it just stares at you and screams, ew, they need to be able to recognize that to some degree and at least raise their hand or raise the question that, hey, I need somebody who's more knowledgeable than me to look at this and make sure that this is right before I publish this to the world.
What type of web hosting does Ansteorran use for its kingdom websites?
Ansteorran and SCA Inc. use WordPress as the back end of all their websites. WordPress is a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get, CMS interface. It was first built in 2003 and it has a continued support both from the developers and other programmers who've made add-ons and applications for WordPress.
How long did it take you to learn the interface for the website?
For maintaining a site, it took me a couple of hours to go through the interface and learn how to make changes to the site. For just changing and maintaining a website, it varies from maybe an hour a month to 3 or 4, depending on how much information changes regularly on the site. Of course, if you're working on creating new content or new pages and formatting, that number may be higher.
I have worked with WordPress since 2012. However, WordPress is a very intuitive and easy to learn system. The average user can learn the basics of it within a couple of hours, I would say. WordPress.org even hosts a free WordPress server that individuals can set up for their own use. There are a multitude of support videos, forums, and FAQ sites that will answer any question.
How many hours a month would you say you spend accessing a kingdom website in order to change or update the information?
I work an average of 2 to 3 hours a month updating the website. Currently only a couple of tables need to be updated. This includes precedents, the crowns, the principality, and a couple of the other smaller heraldic charts such as heraldic titles and past star principal heralds. About once or twice a month, I have to update the Order of March. This has to be updated through a process of updating an external table and then updating the website to match. Occasionally, I will be notified of an update or a technical issue with the website, which can be handled relatively quickly.
Changes and uploads and updates need to be made in a timely manner within 48 hours of request. If the request seems unreasonable, obviously you would want to reach out to Star Principal Herald and discuss them before we did that. But for reasonable requests and upgrades and updates, 48 hours is reasonable.
Are there ever specific times or periods of time where you have more work to do than normal?
Work that may have a higher volume than normal includes if you're asked to create and maintain a website for an event, like Ansteorran Heraldic and Scribal Symposium, which needs to be up months in advance and requires regular and quick updates as information becomes available.
As part of your normal job, what types of people do you typically work with? or communicate with.
A web minister will regularly work and communicate primarily with the officers or other members of the populace who regularly access, need information updated on, or provide content for that website.
Normally I communicate with Zodiacus when an update is made. Sigillarius may have graphics, so I will sometimes get new graphics to the website. Borgia will sometimes give dates and meeting links for decision meetings, which I then post onto the Kingdom website. Otherwise, I'll communicate with the Kingdom Web Minister if there's any technical issues that are beyond the scope of the individual website, or Star Principal Herald for any other questions.